Hello, welcome to today's class. This will be a morning essentials class, and you basically need something to sit on if you want to, if you need to sit on something to begin, and also blocks if you tend to need blocks for some of the poses if you're a little tight. And also you might, I don't know if we, yeah, I think we might need some sort of wall or something to support in balance. Other than that, you can come to sit on the mat or sit on whatever you're on. I'm on a bolster. And we'll begin with 3 deep inhales and 3 full exhales. So inhale deeply, exhale it out through the mouth. Inhale, exhale. One more deep inhale and a full exhale. Returning to your own rhythm of breath as you bring your energy in toward yourself and set your intention for your day. As you look ahead into your day, just send some gratitude for a new day and also for peace, for joy, for success as you move through your day. And so we'll begin with some body rotations, circling in one direction with the upper body and allowing your hips and back to loosen up a little bit. And then moving in the other direction. And you can go at your own pace. You can go slower or more quickly than me. All good. All right, coming back to center, we will do a side stretch. First, just put your fingers, touch your fingers to the floor, and then allow your ear to go toward your shoulder on one side, keeping the shoulders down. Not overextending, just feeling a nice little stretch along one side of your neck. And don't do this if you have any neck issues. You can just keep your head upright. Coming up to center and to the other side. This is gentle, nothing too intense. Center. And then from here, we're going to take one arm up and over. Other hand rests on the floor, getting a good stretch along one side of the body, lifting out of the hip while keeping both the hips down on the floor or on your, whatever you're sitting on, up and over to the other side. Lifting up and over, good opening. All right, back to center. Let's do some hugs. So we're gonna open, inhale, open. Arms, close, and hug. Inhale, hug. Opening up through the shoulders. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Do that one more time. And exhale. And then from here, just up, back, and down with the shoulders. Just looping up these shoulder joints. Everything along the sides of the neck. Shoulders can be stiff if we've been sleeping and if we haven't moved since we got up. So this is an excellent way to get things moving. All right, from here, open up the legs, toes up, and then we're gonna lift up, walk forward, wide-legged forward fold. Where you feel a stretch, no pain, just a good stretch. It's okay to keep breathing. You can make a sound when you breathe if you need to sigh. It's one of the nice things about doing yoga at home, coming back up, over to one side, one hand on each side of the leg, and then forward. When you're at home, you can sigh if you want to. You can whereas if you're in a class with a bunch of other people, you don't want to annoy them. So come up, over, and forward. So at home, you can be loud if you need to, if you want to. All right. And if you're sitting on anything, you can move it to one side. We're going to come to all fours for cat-cow. So hands under shoulders and knees under hips. And we're going to inhale. I almost started doing body rotations, but we're not doing that right now. Exhale. Inhale, arch. Look up. Exhale, tail down. Belly toward the spine. Inhale. Chest forward. Exhale. Tail and head down. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Exhale. Good job. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Coming to neutral spine, we're going to extend one leg and the opposite arm. And we're going to come in and out 8 times. So in, toward the body, extend out. That was 1. In and 2. In and 3. Waking up the core. 4. And 5. Belly pulls in. And 6. Stretch it out. In and lengthen. And 8. Good job. Other side. Extend the leg. Extend the opposite arm. Pulling the belly in. Here we go. In. Extend. 2. Reach. 3. Reach. 4. And extend. 5. Reach. 6. Reach. 7. 1 more. 8. Extend. Down. How about a nice child's pose? Toes together, knees wide, sinking back. Stretch out. If you have a tight back, you might feel this more. You can always put your head on a block instead of on the floor. Sinking the hips back toward the heels. Good. All right, come on up and bring the right foot forward into a low lunge. I like to have my blocks for these for what we're going to do in a minute. Arms come up. Make sure your knee is over your ankle or behind it. And you're just lengthening up through the torso. Belly pulls in. And then exhale and bring the hips back, toes up in the front. This is where I like my blocks so I don't feel hunched. It just helps. Back up with the arms. And now open twist. So turn toward the right leg while you open up the arms. Back up. Hands come down inside the front foot. And then twist toward that right leg. You might want to lean back a little bit to open up. It might help. All right, come down and let's switch sides. So left foot comes forward into that low lunge. And lifting through the torso. Belly is pulling up and in. Then we shift back into our half split. Toes are up. It's okay if your knee is bent. If you're feeling a hamstring stretch, then that's good enough. It doesn't have to look the same. All right, back into our lunge, arms up. And then twist toward the left with the arms open. Opening up through the shoulders some more. Up with the arms, down inside the leg or inside the foot, and then twist. And if this is too much for your shoulders or anything, you can always keep your hand down. So always listen to your body. Do what you need to do today. Okay, and from here, we're coming up to stand. So blocks over here. And standing in the middle of your mat, we're gonna do willow. This is one that I pretty much do in every hour class, every hour-long class. Feet are hip-width apart, knees are soft, and arms are noodling around as your upper body twists side to side gently, and it just opens everything up. A lot of times I feel chills, like the good chills, when I do it. That's how good it feels, for me anyway. So notice how Willow feels in your body. As you let everything open, maybe take another deep inhale, sigh it out. Good. And now hands on hips, and we're going to make hip circles in one direction. Feet are still at least hip width apart, if not wider. I like a little wider base for myself. And if you don't have back problems and you really want to get into the hips, you're welcome to make like a big hula hoop kind of a deal. And if not, you can make a smaller, much more upright circle. Other direction. So enjoying all of this work that opens you up so that your day will just flow more easily. And then let's stop that. Upper body, we'll do some, no, we won't do those actually. We're gonna do arm swings. So one arm comes up and back. And it's like you're doing the backstroke kind of. Up and around, up and around. And you can follow the movement with your eyes. You can follow your hand as it moves. Up and around. Let it feel good. All right, one more on each side. And then from here, we're gonna balance. If you wanna hold on to something, we're gonna do a leg swings. So it doesn't have to look beautiful. It's just, you're actually just moving that joint and letting it wake up. So however you want to do it, if you want to try to do it without holding on to anything, as long as you feel sturdy enough and steady enough. All right, from here, bring that foot back. The top of the foot gets a good stretch, and then the bottom. And do that one more time, top and bottom. All right, let's do the other side now. Again, if you want to try balancing with both hands on your hips, you can do that. Otherwise, keep one hand on your bookshelf or piano or wall or chair. All right, foot goes back, stretch out the top, stretch out the bottom, top and bottom of your foot. And now we're going to do a hip mobility move. So we're going to bring the knee up, and this is where you might want to hold on to something, out to the side and back. So you might want to like bring one arm forward and then bring your body back up, around and down. Up, out, back, and then up, around, and down. Let's try it again. Up, out, extend, up, around, down. Two more. Up, out, extend, up, around, and down. And last one. Up, and extend, and up, around, and down. All right, shaking that out. We'll move to the other side. Here we go. Up, out, extend, up, around, and down. Really root into the bottom foot and also pull in through the core. Extend, come up, around, and down. Knee up, knee out, reach back, and then come around, down. We've got two more. Knee up, out, reach, come around, and down. Last time. Up, out, extend, up, around, and down. Okay. You can always do more of that if you want to add on more and get more, more work going. Come to the top of the mat, and let's do a half sun salutation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, halfway. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, arms come overhead and hands to heart. Let's do one more of those. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, standing up on strong legs and hands to heart. Now let's try a sun salutation. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back to plank. And you can either lower in chaturanga or you can put your knees down, low down. And then roll up to cobra or upward facing dog. And make your way to down dog. From here, take a good inhale. Exhale it out. And then walk on your next inhale. Walk forward. Inhale. Half lift. Exhale, fold. And then stand all the way up and hands to heart. Good. All right, let's do a couple more of those just to warm up the body, strengthen the body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step it back. Knees down or chaturanga. Lower to the floor. Roll up to cobra, upward facing dog. Come to down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale, walk forward. And then inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand all the way up. And hands to heart. We'll do one more. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold as you step back. Knees down or chaturanga. Lower to the floor. Roll up. Make your way to down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale as you walk forward. And then inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, standing all the way up. And hands to heart. Excellent work. All right, since this is morning essentials and not like a really hard workout, we're gonna actually come to our backs and do a few wonderful stretches as we settle back down. So relax onto your back. We're gonna come up into happy baby. And if you have a longer time to practice, then of course, do some more sun salutations because they're just so great for us, for our muscles and bones and posture. So here we are in happy baby. You might want to move around, holding onto the outside of the feet. Knees are bent and wide. Bottoms of feet are reaching toward the ceiling, or at least it looks like they are. And then from here, cross one foot over into figure four and make sure this top foot is flexed to protect your knee, grabbing hold of the bottom leg if you want to. Otherwise, you can put your foot down onto the floor. I like to move my legs side to side when I do this, and you can also stay still, whichever you prefer. Good. And then from here, switch sides. Other foot comes across. And from here, we'll take 1 minute of resting pose, whatever you would like that to look like for you today. Just get comfortable and relax. you can begin to stretch and blink your eyes open. Roll yourself to one side and come up. But if you'd like to stay in Shavasana longer, please do. It's so delicious to stay as long as possible. If you need to get going, come to sit and hands at your heart. Inhale deeply. We seal this practice and also your intention for the day. May you have a beautiful, open, and easeful day today. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I'll see you again soon.